What up, my G?
What's going on? Hey, we sitting here talking about the Sixers. Should they run it back? Is it smart for them to run it back with their big three, or should they move on to something different? What you think?
Well, I don't think they have a fucking choice. They got to run it back. I think, last year, I got called everything but a child of God when I told them to shut Joel Embiid down. And a season ago when he came back off the meniscus surgery and he went to play in the postseason. I was like, man, y'all should just shut him down, put a plan in place, and then have him ready for the regular season. But they didn't. They let him play through the Knicks series. All of a sudden, you watch him, go and play in the Olympics, and you get to the regular season, and he wasn't available. No. He wasn't available. And then all of a sudden, you look at Paul George. He's dealing with injuries, right? I started to question whether or not he really wanted to even be in Philly, the way that he was playing at times. I think if you Daryl Morey, if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, you got to run it back. But Tyrese Maxey is your guy. Like, that gotta be like hashed out in the locker room. Like, Daryl Morey can't be on record saying, "Oh yeah, we're still running this franchise through Joel Embiid," who you don't know who's going to be available. No, that franchise belongs to Tyrese Maxey. But I believe you give it a shot. The East is still wide open. We don't know what's going to happen with the Celtics. So yeah, you run it back.
Okay, let me give you the proper intro to the chat. As you can see, our next guest, Big Perk, 14-year vet who won a title with the Boston Celtics in 2008. He's currently an NBA analyst for ESPN and can be seen on the NBA Countdown, NBA Today, First Take, and other platforms. He can also be seen on the Road Tripping podcast with Richard Jefferson, Shannon Fry, and Allie Clifton. Big Perk, welcome to Gills Arena, big dog.
I appreciate it.
Coming on the screen like,
yes, sir. Welcome to the arena.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. We might have to start this shit over, man, so you can give me that intro again. But
Nah, you did it right.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been killing that shit, man. Speaking the real, you know what I'm saying? Keeping it 1,000. Saying a lot of shit that I can't say at times because I do work at Disney, but I be feeling the same way.
Hey, Big Perk, the polls, they not agreeing with you. The polls are asking, is it smart to run it back? The polls said 36% said yes, 64% said no. What you got to say about that?
Well, I mean, who are the polls? Right? Like, are they thinking logically? Like,
are they thinking logically?
Yeah, who the fucking polls? Like this is what you got to ask yourself. At this moment of time, okay, if you want to say you're going to trade Paul George, who's taking him? Who's taking that contract right now?
Nobody.
Right?
Nobody.
All right. Okay, if you want to trade Joel Embiid, you could trade him, but you're not going to get back what you want, what you should for him, right? And who's going to really take a chance on that? So you're stuck, and you damn sure better not trade Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah,
right.
I agree with that.
McCain?
Oh.
6-man.
McCain.
Get off McCain?
6-man
TikToker?
candidate.
You need McCain.
No, you need him.
You need him.
We need him for what?
You never know how PG and them gonna act.
Man, what can we get for him?
I'm not trading him neither.
What can we get for him?
He cheap
I ain't
man right now.
trading
He on the
McCain.
rookie.
He gonna be your preacher. He gonna be your preacher right now.
He on the rookie deal.
You gotta add him on to something. Multi-team deal.
He gonna be your preacher.
Multi-team deal, man. You wanna move around. He the only piece you
in the
got.
locker room dancing and shit.
Nah.
What you got over there? Eric Gordon?
A lot of them dudes gonna be.
Like who? Who you got?
Man, that's why
Kelly Oubre? Like,
He been balling though.
That's why it's gonna be interesting to see what the hell they gonna do with this number 3 pick.
Yeah.
Like, can you package some shit up and get better?
Fact.
The East is wide open. We see what the Orlando Magic doing right now. The Orlando Magic, like, hold on, they looking at the Pacers like, shit, we had a couple more pieces. We got some, you know what I'm saying? We already go defend at a high level. We got a rising young superstar in Paolo Banchero. We like, shit, let's see what's happening. I mean, do we trust the Cavs?
No, never. Never.
So that's what I'm saying. The East wide open. So why not run it back?
Yeah.
There's nobody never trust the goddamn Cavs, man.
Yeah.
Man, them motherfuckers set out the game 2 of the playoffs. I told you that shit should.
Niggas was
Hey, so you think that was a great trade for the Magic, Big Perk?
It was done.
That trade they just made for Bane, do you think that was a great trade or you think they gave up too much?
I mean, 4 unprotected picks, that's a lot. But I do like the move for the Magic, but that's a lot of fucking picks for Desmond Bane. But, I mean, shit, he did average like 21. So you talk about bringing in the guy that's going to probably be your third option, that's going to give you 21, that's going to be a floor spacer. You know, they basically saying, fuck, they going all in.
Yeah.
That's what they saying. They want to win right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
And let me say this, man. Like, I've been seeing all this shit go across social media. Kmart, I've been seeing your ass get a lot of pushback from the from the Memphis people. But y'all were right, bro. Y'all right. And the crazy thing is that so many people around the media space and around the NBA, they whispering behind closed doors about, hey, the Memphis, they wanted to trade for Jimmy, but Jimmy didn't want to go to Memphis, man. Jimmy said it was too dangerous. Like, this is things that are being said. Like, this ain't something that people are just making up. Like, this is things that are people saying. And you know what was crazy to me? What I thought was, like, KD, when he quote tweeted, he was like, man, damn, they heard that dap up all the way, back in Memphis.
Yeah.
No, did y'all see how excited fucking Desmond Bane was?
He said they got windows. They got windows.
I'm not tripping, and I'm just on the outside looking in, but man, I seen the man who was fucking glowing. His face, like, man was smiling from ear to ear.
Man, thank you for getting me out of there.
Yes, sir.
Like he got bailed out.
That's what I got
somebody
for
bailed him out. It's your first day out.
Perk, let me ask you this then. Okay, so for how many years was it unsafe to, like, go out in Chicago?
Man.
What, huh?
Go out in Chicago. Like, being in Chicago, for how many years was the whole reputation of the NBA when you go to Chicago?
Chirac.
What was it? Was it, yeah, we cool to go where we want to go and do what we want to do? Was it ever that energy?
Man, look, y'all got to realize this, right? And Tony Allen is my dog.
Man.
Like, that's my dog. That's my brother, for real.
He couldn't go nowhere.
But y'all got to remember, when Tony Allen was going through that shit in Chicago, like that real shit in Chicago, we had a playoff series there. And, man, we was getting escorted when we got off the plane. Man, they had real motherfucking soldiers with AR-15s. Escorting us to the hotel. We couldn't leave our hotel to go to restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, so we in Chicago for damn near a week. We couldn't go outside except to practice. We had, like, it wasn't police escorts. This shit was like
SWAT.
Yeah, for real. And so outside of that shit was like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was some real stuff. I ain't throwing TA under the bus. He the story is out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just telling y'all, like, it's real in the shot town, but I had my thing anyway.
But look, hey, but Perk.
No, I'm saying when I stepped out, I wasn't going to no spots that I smell black and mild smoke or weed smoke or
Talk about it, Perk.
Nah, I wasn't going to none of those spots. I wanted to go to the spots that you had to damn near put on a dress, a suit coat, or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's playing music that I don't even understand.
Well, look, Perk, this is my point. So, if it was always dangerous in Chicago, and it's dangerous in Memphis.
It's dangerous in Denver. More athletes than got shot in Denver, Colorado, and anywhere.
So my point is, like, it's dangerous everywhere, right? So the whole I don't want to go to Memphis because it's too dangerous. We never heard that for Chicago. And Chicago is more dangerous.
And I keep hearing just one name.
But it's more places to
you know
live
what I'm
in
saying?
Chicago.
So Perk, I'm saying we pushing the narrative now. That's the pushback against the Memphis community. They like, yo, we got people who are invested in this deeply. So the narrative is like, if y'all saying the narrative, ain't none of these players got shot, ain't nobody died. You know what I'm saying? And it's the grindhouse. So when you overseas, sometimes you go to a team where you in the grindhouse, you away from everything, it's cold everywhere, you can't go nowhere, it's practice and back to the house. All day long, right? So why is this no different?
I'm not
you at a team where it ain't that popular, it's cold. cold, it's nasty. Man, you got to make fun of it for how long you here, bro, because it's nasty out here.
Perk, would you want to play in Memphis? And did you feel safe when you were in Memphis?
Well, here's the thing. I have no problem with Memphis. You gotta remember, before I went to declare my name in the NBA draft and went out of high school, I signed with the Memphis Grizzlies. I was going there with John Calipari, so I was cool with Memphis. But I'm I'm the type of dude that really on the cool. You could drop me anywhere and I'ma adapt because you gotta know how to deal with you know what I'm saying, your environment.
Yeah.
You drop me off in the hood, I'm not gonna go in somebody's hood being disrespectful. And majority of the time when it comes down to, when you playing in these cities that got, these YNs and they got these, whatever you want to call it, Crips, Bloods, GDs or whatever, man, or whatever kind of gang or hood cats they got, dog, majority of the time, bro, them people just want you to go in and recognize them and be home.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't want you to come in and be on no Hollywood superstar shit. If you coming in with that, what's up, dog? Oh man, that motherfucker cool as hell. Man, you ain't gonna have no problems.
Right. Yeah, because I done been in there. Listen, bro, somebody sent me. Somebody had something to say about my comments about Memphis, right? And it ain't like I'm making this to Perk's point, I treat every place I go like it's out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
I've been living here for a long time. I'm not from here. This is out of bounds still to me. I'm comfortable when I go to Dallas, when I go to Oak Cliff. Yeah, but here, anywhere else, out of bounds. But I've never been the one to treat people and go places and hide. I go out in every city I've played in, right? Meet the people, be with the people, speak, do all those things, have my jewelry on. Ain't never been robbed, ain't never been none of this shit like this, right? So, in all these NBA cities I've ever been in.
He from Chicago?
Yeah. Who, Jimmy? No, he's from Humble, Texas.
Humble?
No, he's from Tomball, Texas.
Tomball, right? Tomball, Humble, it's right up next to each other, right?
What is that?
Well, let me explain what Tomball is.
What is that? I know what is that?
Tomball is actually what my crib is today.
Oh, you got your ranch?
Yeah, so this some
it's ranches,
motherfucker ain't coming out there and starting no drums.
No, it's ranches and it's real nice out there. It's real nice out there, motherfucker, right? It's outside of Houston.
No, it is. But let me ask y'all this.
It's nice.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. I believe, and y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. It's starting to build, but it's a mixture of things. It's not just how dangerous Memphis is or the violence that's going on with the gangs or whatever and guys shooting up motherfuckers. It's not just that. But it comes down to what your culture looking like, right? And let's be honest. The culture of Memphis over the past 2.5, 3 seasons ain't been looking worth the damn, bro. Ja hasn't been available, whether it's been because of injuries or whether it's been because of suspensions, because of off-the-court shit, right? You fired Taylor Jenkins with 8 to 10 games left in the fucking season because your assistant coach and your general manager in rooms behind closed doors stabbing you in the back, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? And so the culture hasn't been there. And I'm going to say this, man. I like Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't love him. I think he is the most overhyped player in the NBA. I think he's the most overhyped. So you ask yourself, with all this going on, I believe, you know what I'm saying, and y'all could maybe help me out with this stat, but I think in the last 4 years, or maybe last 3 years, Ja Morant has only played one season where he's played over 60 games. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, what's really going on over there? You know what I'm saying? What's up with everything? Like, when y'all go get back to normal? And I'm gonna tell you where they fucked up at. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about all this.
I love this energy, boy. Tell you
bro,
where it fucked up at.
Yeah.
I love it, boy. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what they traded Dylan Brooks? They took that man for granted.
Yes.
Man, Dylan Brooks gave them people a certain type of edge and a certain type of swag. And all of a sudden they took that and they kept trying to replace it. So they went out and they tried to go get a Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart was like, I ain't really with this. I just came from the Celtics. We just went to the finals. I know what this shit's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? But they never been able to really replace that heart and soul of the team, which was in Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks took that energy down in Houston, and then all of a sudden, with the matching of Ime Udoka, it changed the whole fucking coach.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Facts.
That's a
They
fact.
took him from granted.
You just mentioned
That
the
whole
Celtics.
LeBron
though.
thing.
You just mentioned the Celtics, your former team. Let's talk about the Celtics. We got Jason Tatum. He recovering from a torn Achilles. All the signs point to them making changes to the roster this summer. What changes do you think the Celtics need to make?
Well, one, man, can somebody find out and do some research and tell us what the fuck going on with Kristaps Porzingis? Like, nah, bro, I want to know. I want to know what is this mysterious?
We want to know.
Yeah, everybody want to know.
Nah,
We want to know, bro.
Been
Like,
sick.
like,
This
what's
illness that he
going
had.
on? Like, why is this a secret?
Yeah. It is, and he be going in and out of that shit too.
And he really be
Slick
sick
with
too.
it.
But what is it though?
Slick with it.
He just don't want to play, man.
Man, you can't tell me we got
Nah,
the
it ain't-
fucking best doctors in the world in a multi-billion-dollar company with the NBA, and you mean to tell me y'all can't tell me what the hell is going on? I know what the hell going on with this dude. That's the first thing,
Yeah.
right? The second thing is, you know,
Well,
you might have to move on from Drew Holiday, which is not a bad thing. I knew they was gonna have to break up this team sooner or later. They starting five was damn near averaging $1 billion, $4 billion in salary.
Yeah, they in the second apron for sure.
yeah. So my thing is with Kristaps Porzingis, for one, it ain't none of y'all motherfucking business what my health issues are, for one. If it ain't motherfucking toe, foot, ankle, knee, calf, back, if it ain't fucking orthopedic, it ain't none of y'all fucking
It's
business.
tampon
Right?
related.
Because it's
if it ain't nothing else
that's
than
the
that,
problem with society. There's
it's
still
tampon-
such
it's
thing as
tampon related.
personal space.
I need to know if you got some shit
There's
that
such
I
thing
don't
as
want to be
personal
around.
space.
No,
it's either it's a pad,
He's still around, so
it's
it
a
ain't
pad or
contagious,
a
right, for
string.
one.
It's a
And I
pad or
don't
a
know.
string.
So it ain't
One or
contagious
the
for
other.
one. They still got him around the team. If he was contagious or you give it to somebody, they wouldn't have him around for one.
Okay.
That I do believe.
Okay.
But is there such thing as having something that's private still?
You threw up again?
Listen.
If you got the
I
shit,
get-
you just got.
Hey, bro, you just
I
threw
get
up,
that,
bro.
but
Why you
still,
throwing up
there's
again?
still a such thing as like
You must
my
have been dealing with
privacy.
Keisha.
And that they ain't said
You've
nothing.
been dealing with Keisha.
They're
I threw up
respecting
after
this man's
Keisha too,
privacy.
nigga.
I
I know
Keisha.
I know that kind of throw up,
Of course, I
nigga.
want to know why the nigga ain't playing, but if they say he got the illness, he got the illness.
You
know
got
what I'm
the
saying?
you
Would you
got
want to
that
know
kind
what
of
the illness is, Big Perk?
Like if you had something going on that was personal to you, Perk.
Right.
I get like we all want to know, but there should be certain things that you could keep personal. And I
No,
hope
I'm
that's
with you.
right.
I'm with
so that's
you, but
what
if
this
I
is.
had-
I hope, right? I hope it ain't
But
nothing
K-Mud,
simple.
It's keeping
and
you.
it's
Here's
smart.
my thing. If I had something personal, motherfucker, y'all not gonna see me.
Yeah.
I'm not about to be around the team. If it's something that's that serious and it's personal where it can't be released, I'm not gonna be on the bench. I'm not gonna be around the team.
Fact.
Y'all not
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
see me.
I dig it.
Right.
Yeah, but
It's too personal.
It's too personal. I'm not
I
about to
can't
be
even be
personal.
here.
I'm sitting next
I
to
dig
you,
it.
and I'm like,
I dig it.
Yeah, I don't want to look down the bench.
And all I'm
Hey, Kay, this not no different than the Cleveland shit.
All I'm asking is this. Like they're telling us, the reports are saying, we don't know what it is. all I know is the last time we had some
Is he
shit
hurt?
like that, the NBA stopped.
Oh, for sure. Rudy Gobert.
You remember, we the ones that shut the world down.
nah,
We're because of the whole, it started with Rudy Gobert with
did
all
that.
that, and then all of a sudden the world got.
Rudy ass
But
tapping
you're
shit.
telling me that he's allowed to play basketball. This guy is feeling fatigued on the floor. He's like, he doesn't have energy and all this. Y'all saying y'all don't know what it is. So what you saying is y'all don't know what it is. So y'all don't know if it's contagious.
Right.
So if you don't know
Right.
if you don't know what it is, you don't know if it's contagious or not.
I think they know. They just think they don't want to
Don't wanna
fucking
say
say.
it.
That's all it is. Like they.
All right,
they
bro,
just-
I got you.
So I trust me. If motherfucker got something, they definitely should say something. I'm all with it.
Man, look,
It's
imagine.
just, I'm the one. Like it's just
coming in and say,
everybody and everybody's
Go ahead,
business
go
these
ahead.
days, man. Like
I'm with you.
just
I'm
mind
with you
your
on that,
fucking
though.
business, man.
Imagine the diagnosis is this.
Right.
Hey, bro, what your grandmama saying?
I don't feel like it.
Mind your business, man.
That's the diagnosis.
That's right.
I don't feel like it today.
Yeah, okay,
He
cool.
come
It's
in,
personal.
and so what we gonna tell the media? Just tell
I'm
them
the one that-
what we tell them every time. I don't feel like it.
So I'm the one that was joking
It's
somebody had a
mysterious.
torn hymen. So I'm getting it.
I don't
Listen,
feel-
I'm with you.
I don't
I'm
feel
joking
like
with
it.
you, but it's
Hey, somebody go tell him I just don't feel like it. My mental health.
Cool, but
my mental health.
Go with that one.
I just threw up.
Tell the people that.
I just threw up, okay? My mental is fucked up right now.
I got some shit nobody know what it is.
I can't even see. I'm seeing double.
But I do think this is an
I got some
opportunity.
shit nobody know what it is. I ain't gonna be able to play that.
What you say, big fella?
What you say, Perk?
I do think this is an opportunity for Jaylen Brown. Like, I get it. He won conference MVP, finals MVP. But I think this is a season for him to, like, show, like, why we really should be mentioning his name in the likes of Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this a moment from him. Like, hey, bro, like, this your team. We can do.
I dig it.
Who else can they get rid of? Because obviously they're above the second apron. They're going to have to make significant changes to the roster. Who are you keeping and who you letting go?
I'm telling you this. Derek White, Tatum, obviously, and Jaylen Brown, I'm not like those guys you can't touch. And also really Peyton Pritchard, because Peyton Pritchard contract is a fucking steal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like 4 years, 32 million, I believe, off the bench or some shit like that. That's a steal.
Derek White can go.
But who's taking?
Porzingis can go.
Who's taking Porzingis, though?
Drew can go.
Are you
giving up Derek White?
Yeah, all of them can go.
Nah, I'm not giving up Derek White.
I can't give
Oh,
up.
I'm not giving
Unless
Derek
I'm
White.
getting something
White,
great.
bro.
What are you talking about, man? What do you mean you can't get with it?
No, you can, but
What are you talking about?
I just think he's the
He'll
fix winning.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
He'll
bro.
fix winning.
Yeah, like he fits like what the Celtics are trying to do.
What they're doing.
Because you don't need Drew Holiday now. He makes Drew expendable.
Yeah.
He fits what they're doing because they had
it's like
Jason
the Suns
Tatum.
with
The whole full
CP3, don't
picture
need that.
fits him. He thrives with the full picture. Without the full picture, he's a nigga that's in the way. Why are you shooting that shot, bro? What is this? This is not a swing. I'm telling you. We know. Y'all know. We know who.
What you gonna get?
So you telling me you picking Derek White? When we walk in the gym?
To be on my team.
One
my team.
To be on my team,
Over Jaylen Brown.
I didn't say that.
That's what they did. That's what they did in the Olympics. That's what they did in the Olympics. That's what they did. That's what they did.
Hold on.
That's what they did in the Olympics.
Hold on.
That's what they did in the Olympics.
So you didn't say
They picked Derek White over Jaylen Brown. Right? So you would do that?
Rashad,
Would you do that?
Hold on. Did you say Jaylen Brown
Would you
and
do
Derek
that?
walked in the gym together?
No, I didn't say that.
So therefore,
did say-
no, don't do that, man.
What you saying, Big Perk? What was you saying?
Don't do
I
what?
hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're
I hear
saying.
you, but that ain't
But
what
why
this
can't we get ahead? Why can't we get ahead? Why I gotta be like I'm trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to prove a point.
Okay, look.
I mean, I get it, man. Sometimes it get muddled.
No.
Sometimes it get muddled.
No, I hear
Let
what
me
you're saying.
finish
I hear
the
what you're
point.
saying, though. Go ahead.
Finish the point, yeah.
Like, okay, these motherfuckers come in. I don't even forgot this point. Fuck it.
No, you said no.
You said let go of Derek White. Derek White. That's what you said. You said you'll let go of Derek White.
Yeah, because they picked Derek White over Jaylen Brown.
for the
So if I got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum,
yes.
But you just got
Tatum hurt this
Brown
year,
right
though.
now.
and I got
Tatum-
Peyton Pritchard,
I'm rolling with Peyton Pritchard.
there's so many players that do what Derek White does and more.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
Yes, there is.
No, it ain't.
So the
Yes,
thing
there
is
is.
about
No,
Derek
the
White.
fuck
The
it
thing
ain't.
about
Yes,
Derek
there
White
is.
Derek White is nice,
You can
man.
move
There are
Derek White
players
to
on the
the six-man
Pacers.
role.
The Pacers and the OKC Thunder got a
White
bunch of Derek Whites on their
play-
team. The Pacers in Indiana and the Pacers in Indiana, I mean
They would
Indiana
love to have
Pacers
Derek
and
White.
OKC got a bunch of Derek Whites on their team.
No.
Yes, they do.
Hold on.
All of them
No, they
killers.
don't. No.
All of them
It's
can
only
shoot.
one
All of them
Derek
can
White
guard.
right now in
Hold on,
this
go ahead,
postseason.
Perk.
It's only one Derek White, a guy that you can compare to Derek White, and that's fucking Alex Caruso. Because Alex Caruso then elevated his game so
But
much
without
in
the
this
shooting,
post.
though.
What you mean? Alex, I mean, look, in the regular season, he stunk it up offensively. But what he's been doing in this postseason?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm
tripping?
an Eric Caruso
Yeah.
fan now. I'm all for my corners.
Mathurin, Neesmith,
No, come
No,
on,
they're not
man.
Derek White.
Stop.
They're not Derek White.
Alex
They're not-
Caruso.
they're not what?
They're not
They're not
Derek
They're
Derek
not
White.
giving the
What do
same
you
effect
mean
as
they're
Alex
not?
Caruso.
Like
Bro, we
Matthew
watched Alex
more
Caruso.
athletic than
Think,
Derek White.
Wiggins,
no,
Joe,
think about this. Think about
Wiggins,
this.
Joe, and Wallace. Wiggins,
Hold
Joe,
on.
and Wallace.
Yes.
But hold on, think
Yes.
about this for a second.
Yes.
We watched fucking Alex Caruso
I give you that.
lock down Jaren Jackson Jr. in the first round. We watched Alex Caruso in the fucking crucial game 7 when we didn't know who the hell was going check Jokic. We was wondering, was it going to be Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Williams off the bench? Coach Dagnall said, fuck that, I got a secret weapon for you. We got Alex Caruso on Jokic. What? And then all of a sudden you get to the next round. I'm watching that man come in off the bench on the road. He giving you 20 a night. He just gave you 20 in two of these games.
I'm rolling.
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
I'm keeping Derek White. I agree with you. I'm keeping Derek White.
Cam Whitmore, Derek White.
Thank you for saying that, because I've been petitioning
Cam Whitmore, Derek White
all year.
Derek White.
Huh? You gonna take Derek White over Cam Whitmore from Houston?
Right
Hell
now.
Yeah.
Today?
Come on, man.
Derek White is, man, I'm rolling
He's
with
like
Derek
that.
White. Man.
Who's like that?
I haven't
For
seen
his
enough
role,
of
he's
Cam
like that.
Whitmore,
Me neither,
but
that's what I'm saying.
I haven't
but
seen enough of Cam Whitmore to say it, but have I seen him play? Yes, but I haven't seen him on the biggest
you're
stage.
talking about
I've seen
just
enough of
game,
Derek
I'm
White to
talking
say
about
that.
what
Derek White
team
says
needs.
winner.
When Derek White came in San Antonio, what was his role?
Team needs.
What was his role
He
in San
was
Antonio?
young.
What was his role in San Antonio?
He was young.
I'm asking a question. What was his role?
Don't know. They suck.
His role is the same role he has right now. Same role.
Shoot threes,
Nah.
play defense.
Space the floor.
He's doing it at an
Caleb
elite
Martin.
level now.
Caleb Martin is Derek White.
Come on, man. He perfected that role.
Nah,
He
nah.
perfected
What do you
that.
mean? If you give Caleb Martin the opportunity to hit shots like he was when he was in Miami, he looked like a whole different player. And if they win the championship, you like, damn, this dude is
said
actually
Caleb
pretty fucking good.
He say
He
Caleb.
don't
Bro,
shoot. He don't
Derek-
shoot elite enough.
Derek White is nice.
He's an elite shooter.
He's shooting wide open shots.
What's the
He
Celtics
didn't say
need?
He's
Caleb
shooting
Martin.
wide open
He
shots.
might be the best. He might be the best like shot blocker for us at the guard
You say
wing
Caleb
position.
Martin? It's level
Like,
for the
Caleb
corner,
Martin ain't
though.
fucking
Caleb Martin is
defending.
under. He's
So the
a
thing-
good corner, but he's not at the elite level.
So the thing about Derek White is he's a starter for them, but you can also put him in the six-man role. And he can come off the bench and
he
be
can play any role you
like
want.
that still.
Okay,
So,
any role.
but
And he's
What is he
not-
going to give me offensively outside of spacing the floor, shooting the three?
Come on, man.
I mean, shit, don't he pass the ball?
He gonna give you
Create.
defense.
Wait, I said offense, Perk. I said offense,
create.
Perk. Perk, I said
He gonna
He can
offense.
create.
I said
Derek White-
offense.
He can create.
I said outside of sitting in space
drive
and
and
shooting the
kick.
three.
He drive and
What-
kick.
Drive and kick.
Offensive rebound.
Drive and
Cut,
kick.
slash, run the
Offensive
court.
rebound.
Cut, back doors, he do everything.
yo,
Move
Derek
out
White
the
is a
ball.
very good
Punish the
basketball
switch.
player.
Oh, he is.
But the
He's
people,
not movable.
but
He's
the people,
untouchable. Y'all telling me he untouchable.
I'm not
though.
saying that,
Like,
but
what?
the people
Not
that
moving
you are
him.
naming, but the people that Rashard is naming, with opportunity that Derek White gets, these people can do the exact same thing as what he does.
Man, that's why he should be moved.
Caleb Martin
He
got
should
the
be moved.
opportunity.
With the opportunities,
Why moving when he's
if you
doing it
give
already,
Cam
though?
Whitmore these
Because
opportunities
you
in that role,
need
he's gonna
more.
succeed. But it's just
You need more.
So
'Cause
who you keeping? If you
he's
get rid of him, who
limited.
you keeping?
The
That's
reason
the
why
question.
Derek White is doing what he's doing because you got Jason Tatum and
Absolutely.
Jaylen Brown, and they
But
giving
that's-
him the opportunity to have
gets to play
wide
free.
open.
So-
And he's
so-
taking
so
a
Sean-
You don't have Jason Tatum no more.
But so
you
you think
it's
only
gonna be
have
harder?
Jaylen
So
Brown.
if you get rid
So
of him,
you're
who
gonna
you
see the
keeping?
real
Real
him.
him.
You're gonna see the real
All right,
him.
let
We
us
need
see
more
the
than
real
just catch and shoot shit.
Let us
Derek,
see
you gotta give us
So
some
you
shit.
keep Drew and get rid of
think
Derek.
If Derek got more value, I'm getting rid of Derek because we can get more back for him.
Okay.
Because y'all thinking he's
I
this
can't argue with
valuable.
that.
No,
I'm like, well, why wouldn't we move the most valuable?
I don't know.
If I'm
Drew
a-
ain't say that value.
They
But-
gotta get off Drew's contract.
But we
Drew
haven't
is
seen.
valuable.
But we
Drew-
haven't seen Derek White though. Without
But
Tatum.
Derek
So
is
this a
not the
good
point
opportunity.
guard
So we
that
can see
Drew
it this
Holiday
year.
is. Drew Holiday can
I think he's
still
gonna do
run
the
the
same thing.
he
team.
did score 40 this year.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's gonna be fine, even without Tatum there.
He did score 40 this year. It ain't-
40.
Should
man, come on.
I think his scoring
I
gonna
mean,
go
what is
up?
that? Y'all just
Nothing.
want, come on.
It's nothing.
Yeah, come on. He scored 40. So what?
What you mean?
0
Man,
against 40 this
man,
year.
don't
40
disrespect
with two other guys. 82 games.
Don't
It's
disrespect
82 games, bro. It's 82 games, though.
Average
Some
what?
niggas that
16
score
He has
games?
some big
Come on, man.
playoff
Come on,
games,
come
too.
on. Derek
Yeah, come on,
White
man.
having 40 with them two
Come on, man.
dogs out there. Come on, man. That's.
Come on, man. Hey, yeah,
went out there.
16.
I think his average
Didn't
gonna go up
Peyton
this year.
Pritchard have 40?
Yeah, they
I think it's
yeah, they both
borderline.
did.
I
same
think
game.
it's borderline.
So what are we talking about?
I think it's
Say it
borderline
again.
disrespectful to even call. I think it's borderline disrespectful to even call Derek White a role player. To be
yeah.
honest,
Damn.
like this dude is really knocking at the door every single year of getting into the All-Star game.
Yeah, last couple of years, that's true.
Well, that's because of team success too, though.
Yeah, we
Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
putting
Come on,
them
man.
in
Yeah, because we've seen
I mean,
Atlanta
listen,
Hawks
I
do
think
that.
he's still good opportunity.
We've seen that before.
Destroying everybody we've seen.
Here I go.
Listen, I think his numbers go up.
We've seen Atlanta Hawks do that too now, Pert. Now.
Put him on the list.
We did.
Let's-
We
let's-
did.
We saw that, big fella. Hey, moving on. No, we got to move on. You've been a supporter of the Knicks in recent years, but they just fired Coach Thibodeau after their best season in 25 years. They requested permission to speak to several current coaches around the league and have been denied. Do you think that was the right move for them to fire Tibbs?
Fuck no. Not without having a plan in place. And then if you're gonna fire Tibbs, then damn it, you gotta go Beyonce yourself. You gotta go upgrade to something. You can't fire Tibbs and go backwards. I don't want to hear about firing Tibbs and all of a sudden you talking about interviewing Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown. You going backwards, right? Like you gotta have a motherfucker in there who gonna be able to handle the New York media. To be honest, I think look, they don't want no action with Michael Malone for whatever the past or whatever didn't happen with the James Dolan. I don't even know. But the only coach to me that's right for that job right now is Jeff Van Gundy. Bring Jeff Van Gundy back to that motherfucker. He just showed you what he did.
Somebody said that.
Huh?
Somebody on the couch said that.
Yeah, bring back Jeff Van Gundy. There's nothing else out there. Because right now, all you doing is going knock on other people's houses, asking them, can you take their wife out on a date? A motherfucker gonna tell you no every single time. I'm gonna go holler at Dallas and see what's up with Jay. I'm gonna go holler at Dallas and see what's up with Jay Kidd.
Yeah.
Man, why would Jay Kidd want to go there? I'm gonna go see what's up with Ime Udoka. Man, them people just gave Ime Udoka a bag.
Right.
So you fired Tom Thibodeau. One, I think, like once you end a run like they had going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they felt like they should have beat the Pacers, right? Emotions come into play. They should have took at least about a week before they even started having interviews with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just have interviews with the players right then. Emotions are high, shit like that. But I said this, and I said this. When Tom Thibodeau benched Karl Anthony Towns in Game 2, I said if they lose this series, he gonna get fired because of that situation right there. It's about those fucking relationships. World Wide West, Leon Rose, Karl Anthony Towns go all the way back to the Kentucky days when he was at Kentucky.
Facts.
Damn it, they was right there in the thick of things. That's like they uncle.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna throw Cat under the bus, but he really had a problem with Tibbs.
Yep.
I know Jalen Brunson didn't. This the second time Karl Anthony Towns got Tibbs fired.
You know what?
Oh, shit.
I ain't even put that together. You right, because he was in Minnesota. Yep. You right about that.
Man, this is
Got
the
my
second
people,
time.
man. They be on it.
Yep. So do you think that having Jalen Brunson as the key centerpiece to your team, can they be a true championship contender? Having a guard, a small guard, as their number one option.
Man, I just think, to be honest, they fucked me up the other day when they said they have no interest in getting Kevin Durant. And I was like, what? What you, like, who are you? And what have y'all done as a franchise in the last 52, like y'all ain't won a championship in 52 years. Who are you to say that y'all don't have interest in one of the greatest scorers to ever touch the damn basketball, motherfucker who's still averaging about 27 points, shoot 50, 40, 90 to say y'all don't have interest?
Hey, get out your nose, little man. Hey, little man, get out your nose back there. He's back there and then
hope he get it.
Who man. They watching you on, you loud, boy.
He taking out that nose.
Ask him, did he get it?
Tell myself go wash his hands.
Yeah, did you get it? Did you get it?
Tell him go wash his hands, Perk.
Don't eat it in the bathroom. Don't you eat that motherfucker.
That's nasty.
Oh, man.
If we was in the car at the light, I would have humped at him.
Ooh.
Hey, what you gonna do with that?
You gonna eat it. You gonna have to eat it, boy. You got it.
Hey. Hey, what
I was
y'all?
like, damn, he
He's in there, ain't he?
I wasn't gonna say nothing when Rashad brought it.
Digging for gold. Find it.
Young, man. You know, young.
Right over his shoulder. Right over his shoulder.
My kids do that all the time.
He was just back there eating
My
that
kids do that all the time.
Lies, boy.
Hey, y'all, what y'all think? Can they be real championship contenders having a small guard as their number one option?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
He's a very, 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 very good NBA player. He's a solid number one All-NBA player, but I don't think you could. I don't think so. Like, it's just too ball dominant.
Not enough ball movement.
Not enough ball movement. With a different offense, how does Jalen Brunson look in it is what I want to know.
What do I always say? Structure.
Yeah.
System.
Yeah.
We don't know what Jalen Brunson looks like in a system where he has
do.
to. Well, no, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
I mean, hold on.
We
so
don't.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I
He went
know
to
exactly how
he
he looked
took
at the system.
Dallas to the Western
about to say,
Conference
didn't Dallas?
Finals with
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about before that.
I ain't talking
I
about
know
that
how he looked
either.
at the system.
Oh, you're talking about,
When
you're
When he
talking
was
about what?
absolutely.
I ain't talking about that either. I'm
I
talking
know
about
how he
in the
looked at the
NBA with the NBA freedom.
He can play in the system.
He,
He just got to
ain't
put one in
played, he
place.
hasn't played
I
in
wanna see
a
it.
NBA system.
He has not.
Yeah, with
So
Dallas.
this
No,
is
there
what I'm
was no
saying. When he's
What
in
is
New
the
York, he
NBA
has
system?
freedom in New York.
With
The
Dallas,
freedom to do what he wants. If you get a coach that can implement a system in New York,
Yeah.
we'll see a point guard out of Jalen Brunson.
I'm
He
with it.
knows how to do that.
Yeah,
he
He
knows how to-
realizes
he
that.
knows how
But
to do
if
it,
he
but
gets
with
a coach that will say, Jalen,
Do what you
keep
do.
doing what you've been doing,
Yeah.
we gonna move. It's gonna keep him looking
dig
like
it.
the other guys.
I dig it.
Like you bowed down. He ain't that
dig
guy.
it.
He doing what he supposed to do.
I dig it.
Anything
Right?
can
But if
happen.
you a coach and you say, look, Jalen, I get it.
Get off that ball.
Nah, it ain't even get off of it. Let's make plays.
I dig it instead of
But
No,
in
you
this-
do get
in
off
this-
the ball.
in
He got to get off the ball.
Yeah,
He got to get off the
look,
ball.
But look,
He
four
gotta get off the ball.
era?
4 dribbles. I'm trying to make something happen in 4 dribbles. That's enough to
In
get off. Then I
this
get off
era?
of it. He's holding it for 9. He's holding it for 9,
I'm about to say,
10.
when we
10.
came in, they
Give me
was get
4.
off 4.
Man,
Yeah, get it off
Dribbles
at 3.
better get off.
Yeah, get it off.
But in
Whole
this
shot
era,
clock.
Cut through,
in this era, he
swing.
can win. In this
I mean,
era,
he-
he can win.
Yeah,
Sometimes he don't make
in
this
this
shit
era,
with
he
the
can win.
kids.
So they need a coach
put him in the
first.
system, he would look
So you need a
different,
coach.
but
Shit, they
coach
need a-
has a system.
Yeah. Jeff
I
Van-
don't think-
I don't know if Jeff Van Gundy's system would fit him particularly than Mark Jackson type system.
I'm going with
here's
Jeff
the
Van
thing,
Gundy, man.
The offense,
I like Mark,
is
but I'm
not
going
the
with Jeff,
problem,
man.
bro.
It's not the offense, yeah.
It's that him and Carl Anthony Towns were getting their ass picked on.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? We watch, here's the thing. A guy like Jalen Brunson, I still believe he could go drop about 10 pounds and still have his strength, right? Like, you could never stop getting better for us putting in the full off season of working on your quickness and your foot speed, just like Carl Anthony Towns need to, right? Because we saw a guy like Steph Curry. We saw Steph Curry grow in that 4th championship. Why did he grow? Not only did he average 31 in that series, think about it. The Celtics were trying to pick on him. We saw in that series, dog, Al Horford had Steph Curry on the fucking block and could not crab dribble him and get to his jump hook. Like, Steph was like, nah, y'all got me fucked up. I didn't learn. I learned from the Cavs series when Braun that was picking me in the high pick and roll, calling me up to search me out. That shit ain't happening no more. Sooner or later, that's the accountability part on Jalen Brunson's side and Carl Anthony Towns' side.
Which-
Absolutely facts. No, I agree. Yeah, one
Think
thousand.
They
DJ?
got a chance.
Nah, I'm rolling. Get your shit off.
Yeah, no, they got to get the coach in there that's gonna hold them dudes accountable. That's gonna make them dudes do it. And
Nah, they need a coach, though.
they need a coach with a system
And
that's
they
gonna
need a-
hold them
they
accountable.
need a third.
Like,
They
being
need a
held
third.
accountable is the best.
They need a
Best coaching.
Who's that third guy for him, though?
They don't need it.
Yeah, they look. Think about
do.
the offense, how
Everybody
they
got that
look.
third
They look
guy.
all
They don't need it,
season.
man.
They was 3-4 all season, right? The way they played, they was 3-4. And they played chaotic basketball.
They did.
Pick, pop, roll. Josh Hart go get extra.
Josh Hart get rebound.
We playing off of
Random.
YMCA ball. Like, we ain't really. we don't got
They
shit.
24-hour fitness.
Think about us
for
as
sure.
pros when we go play hoop. We want some good bump. We know, like, all right, let's go into some actions. We're gonna run some actions. We know we're gonna get I know I'm gonna get a shot right here. Perk, go down here and screen for this nigga and seal this nigga on the. I got you. We're gonna throw it in.
No, I
the
don't need all that. Just the screen is good.
Just bring
Just
it
be
to
setting
me.
a good ass pick. I'm straight. Here's the thing, bro. Do y'all realize this though? So think about this, man. Carl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson was the best pick and roll duo in the regular season. They forgot about that shit in the postseason.
Yeah.
How many times did we see them run the 2-man game? Like,
Not a lot.
think about
They
this.
was too tired to run that.
All-
I'm about to say fatigue.
They was
Y'all-
tired.
But they
Y'all all
beat
know
the
this.
Celtics,
At
though,
some
bro.
point in the 4th quarter, your 2 guys are going to take you home in some type of 2-man game action.
That's a fact.
Like, I saw this shit firsthand with Braun and Kyrie. I saw it with KD and Russ. I saw it with Paul and KG. When in the 4th quarter shit got tight, all of a sudden all those guys had 2-man action.
Yep.
We're seeing it right now with SGA and J-Dub.
Yeah.
Shit
Absolutely.
get tight, those 2 running high pick and rolls
Yep.
and figuring that shit out.
For sure.
Hey, speaking of the finals, after J-Dub just dropped 40 last game, his name has been thrown around in potential MVP finals discussion. You think he can actually win the finals MVP over SGA?
Man, unanimous MVP, Finals MVP is SGA. Let's stop playing.
Stop playing.
Let's stop playing. And look, I ain't taking shit away from J-Dub. That 40 piece was nice.
Yes, sir.
But man, this motherfucker, with him dropping 40, that motherfucker SGA still had what?
31 and 10.
30 and 10.
10, 5 steals, I believe, and 4 fucking blocks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, but still,
Hey.
if Jalen get a 40 ball.
If he get 40 and he still
he
get
get
another
40
30 and
ball,
10, if he get another 30 and 10, 5 and 4,
He definitely get another 30 though.
yeah, he definitely get
I think
another 30.
he averaging 30.
240.
You don't have to get 5 and 4 then. He just got to.
240.
I'm with you, Big Purr. I think it's unanimous. It's like it's no question that SGA is gonna be MVP. What you got, Swaggy?
If he get a 40 ball, I think he got a chance, bro. And I don't want to put no pressure on him, but right now, of course, it's Shea just being consistent. But I like what young fella. He's looking like Kobe coming out at a coming out party for me. So I respect that, you know. And it's been done before. The leading scorer don't always win Finals MVP. I seen it last year.
We saw it last year.
Yeah, I seen it last year. So anything can happen.
What you got,
Anything
BJ?
can happen.
Yeah, I got SGA.
SGA?
SGA winning it for sure. He's averaging 30. He's consistent, and I mean that's what he does. I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, his boy had 40 and he had 30 and 10. So, and he gonna have
Leave
another
out
30.
the five blocks and 3 steals.
5 blocks
4
and 3
steals.
Jalen had 40 and what? 6 and.
Like I said before,
What you got?
close your eyes and listen to the stats.
Impact.
Close your eyes, listen to the stats. It all sound good. Open your eyes, watch the goddamn game, and tell me who the MVP is.
Who hit them clutch shots last game?
What the energy look like?
Down to.
What does the energy look like? This guy that's trying to will his team to victory.
Just to be
He's not
clear, what
trying to
name you talking
maintain.
about?
Look, he's not trying to maintain my performance effort.
Yeah.
I'm not maintaining.
He don't care about that.
I'm here to do this, just like Jaylen Brown was.
Yeah.
I'm here to do this, bro. We're trying to take this shit to the. I don't give a fuck about these numbers.
Indiana was coming back.
Fuck about this award. Let's get the job done. And I'm gonna go home whether or not I get the award or not. Snow bunnies, snow cones.
I'm gonna have to work.
What you think of that, Big Purr? What you think of that?
No, I mean, I like what Look, I think J-Dub found something. I think he found something. Like, he found that they have nobody on their roster that can fucking stop him.
For real.
Yeah.
He went from game 4, getting downhill with the scoop lays, high off the glass, to game 5, went and started snatching the screws out the rim, knocking down 3. So, you know, but I do think that's the pressure. Like, that's the thing of playing alongside a guy like SGA, because SGA is the best perimeter player in basketball. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Especially offense.
Best scorer, yeah, for sure.
And this is what I want to ask y'all. Now, history tells us that after guys complete the mission, MVP, then win a championship, the man led the league in scoring, 3rd consecutive season of averaging 30, shooting over 50%. Michael Jordan sitting at that table for us the only guards to ever do that shit. Jordan did it 5 times. And then all of a sudden you go and win a first championship, MVP, and you setting records while you in the finals. Like, we anointed Giannis when he done it. After he finished, Giannis the best player in the world. Jokic, I mean, what is it? What we gonna say about Shea?
Right.
Is he the best player in the world if he complete the mission?
For sure.
With his resume?
For sure.
Hell yeah,
Without
easy.
a doubt.
Easy for sure.
Kmart,
I always feel like the star player is always the best player.
We might have some pushback on that. Kmart, what you got?
He loves Joker,
bro.
You ain't rolling?
I'm just asking, Kmart.
No.
Who the best players in the world?
Number 15 still. Listen, man, let's not act like this man an average triple-double, man. Let's not do that, man.
I've seen that before.
Cool.
Not from him. Listen, you have.
I'm still taking Giannis.
Nikola Jokic is still in the NBA, dog.
I'm taking Giannis over Jokic.
Let's not do that, man. Shea won MVP, absolutely. He in the finals, he gonna sweep the awards, absolutely. More power to him. I'm proud of the young fella. Trending in the right direction. But let's not act like Nikola Jokic is still not lacing the bitches
is
up.
the best player in the NBA?
I think Giannis.
Absolutely.
No.
He ain't better than Giannis.
I think Giannis won.
Giannis limited.
So y'all think Giannis is the best player?
No.
I'm a big Giannis fan, but limited, man.
I'm going with
But I'm asking this. Think about it, Kmart, again.
I'm going with Shea.
This is his third season in a row of averaging 30.
Man,
okay?
easy though.
Efficiently too.
Easy though.
Like
Hold
I
on,
said,
hold on.
Join Jordan. It's only him and Jordan to do it for like more than 3 seasons. Averaging 30, shooting over 50% from the field.
I'm a fan.
Okay, that's completed.
Yes.
Best record in the league.
I'm with him.
Okay? Outplayed Jokic.
They don't play the same position. You can't say that.
What you mean?
They don't play the same
Because
position.
you just comparing stats at this point. You just lining stats up
So
and
you
saying
can't- like, if they
whose
was
stats better.
Getting out playing like they ain't guarding each other. But Nikola still averaged triple-double. You had to do what you had to do.
He didn't average no triple-double in that series.
Okay, not that series, but overall.
He had the worst series of his career.
Cool.
Hold on, though,
I
Perk.
had one of them too.
Hold on, Perk. Y'all said SGA averaged 30 for 3 straight seasons, right?
That's what he said. Yeah.
Right?
3. So did Giannis.
No, but I'm saying at the guard position.
At the power forward position.
I get that, but
it's more impressive at the power forward because you don't get the ball. You don't have the ball.
Ain't no power
You
forwards
don't
in
have
the league.
You don't have the ball in your hands.
Power forwards.
I'm rolling with Giannis.
He has to get the rebound off the glass.
I'm rolling with
You
Giannis.
know, like I know, Perk. If you had that type of speed, you get that bitch, you wouldn't have passed to nobody. You would have went that coast to coast.
Yo.
all I'm saying is I love Giannis, but we're talking about SGA, bro, who is not the most athletic motherfucker.
Man.
All these men have to come off tough contested
So let me ask you
twos and
this.
tough contested threes that he's making at a high ass, like in an efficiency rate, bro.
What little guard did this though?
Aside from team wins, right? They got 68 of them, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about regular season most valuable player. Oklahoma City has 68 wins. If I don't give you the wins, right, to go with, and you don't know team success, and I just give you 3 people's stats on the season, one of them being SGA, one of them being Nikola, and one of them being Giannis, and they on a piece of paper with no team success included with it. You got to pick. One of them is MVP by just going by their numbers on paper with not team success. Who you going with?
But you can't do that, man.
You can't do that.
Because there's bias.
No,
because there's a bias in there. Guess who would get an MVP?
Guess who would get MVP in that list?
Well, Russell won 4 years in a row.
Because Giannis would be
won
the
4 years in
MVP
a
on that
row.
list.
Russell won 3 years in a row.
Like Giannis would be the MVP on that list is what I'm saying. I'm not saying
There has been Giannis fatigue. It was definitely Giannis fatigue.
It would be Giannis.
You don't want to hear this. You don't want to hear Giannis.
I'm not going with Nikola.
You don't want to hear.
I'm going with Giannis in this situation because if you look at it on paper, the numbers 30,
last 8 years.
60% motherfucker from the field, like you doing 7
blocks.
assists, 2
Bro.
blocks. It's going to be him.
The last 8 years.
Without any wins attached to it.
The last 8 years. The last 8 years, Giannis is 27, 27, 20. No, 27, 27, 30, 28, 30, 30, 30, 30.
Yeah.
And all of those are these are the rebounds that go along with that. 10, 13, 14, 11, 11, 12, 11, 12.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I'm a Giannis.
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years.
Come on now.
First round.
Yeah, but the
First round.
We're talking about regular season.
Yeah, but the conversation was.
The
conversation is when anybody has done this.
If SGA win it this year, is he the best player in the league?
Because that's when we crown Giannis.
That was the question.
I said no, and I'm giving y'all the answer. The answer, my answer is no, and I'm
Yeah.
giving you the reason
Because we
why.
crowned Giannis and Joker when they did the same thing. That's why he's saying that. When Giannis did what SGA did, we crowned him. When Joker did what SGA did, we crowned him the best. So should we keep it consistent with SGA?
No.
And look, y'all gotta bring me back. Look, I gotta
Y'all
go.
kept it
Let me
consistent.
say
I
this.
did.
Y'all gotta
I
bring
think
me
Shay
back.
won it last year.
K. Martin,
Okay,
let
hold
me
on.
say this.
You gotta get ready to go.
Look, let me say this real quick. This is why I'm saying with SGA, the 68 wins matter. But to start the season, they were missing Isaiah Hardenstein. Then all of a sudden, Chet Holmgren, he fractured his hip. He's out for what? Fucking 2.5, 3 months. Then towards the last part of the season, for about a month and a half, no J-Dub. So that means it don't matter. Give me one of these motherfuckers, and we gonna continue to win games, and I'm gonna continue to keep
Right.
giving these boys their work.
But Perk,
we still gonna have 68 wins.
Perk,
and I have my full roster
In the
for half.
West.
No,
in
Perk,
the
what's the
West.
difference?
In the
Perk,
West.
Perk, what's the difference here? What you just said all that about not having Chet and all that, right?
Yeah.
Giannis has the same
But he's
story.
losing.
Wait, Giannis has the same story. Chris
losing.
Middleton,
He's
Dame
losing.
Lillard. My two guys
One is
ain't
winning.
been available.
One is winning.
My
They just
team,
started
the same way he just saying that, and we didn't. And I'm still doing me.
One seed.
What about Joker? Oh, my two guys, they having mental health issues, Murray and MPJ. MPJ going through some shit. My guys ain't fully ready to go.
Oh, well,
So they- so
well,
Perk,
they have
hold on,
mental
so
health-
Perk,
they have a-
We're going to
Oh,
use
they
that
got
excuse
one
for everybody.
See,
we got to
Perk.
use it for everybody. We can't just
Oh,
say
they got one
SGA
seed,
this
though.
and this. He
Shit, they
overcome
got
that.
therapy.
Everybody had to.
Go
So
get
Perk,
therapy.
I think so. We all said on this couch last year, we thought that Shea should have won MVP last year, right?
Right.
I did not say
just
that. I
as-
didn't.
Well,
agree
well, you
with
didn't. Well,
that.
you
I
didn't.
never-
But it was the
There you go.
consensus. The majority vote on the couch was we thought that Shea was MVP last year,
Right.
right? We think they dropped the ball, so now they playing catch up, right? Because you don't know what these other guys are gonna continue to do. Like Nikola come out this year and average. He was close last year. This year he actually averaged a triple double this year, right? So you give it to him last year, thinking that this is like we think they was first in wins last year. Oklahoma City first in wins last year. Shea averaging 30. So if you was gonna give it to him last year, he didn't get it last year. He did the same thing he did this year. They just had a few more wins this year. So he would have been back to back if they would have just did what they were supposed to last year.
With you, but
Coming
but
with
the
6
fact,
wins this year, it'd have been better for his case to be back to back instead of people like,
that right there, to me, is why he should have won it this year.
Okay.
The fact that he came back this season and doubled down and said, man, I'm gonna give y'all a better motherfucking season than what I did last year.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna double down, and I'm gonna not only have the best record in the West by probably 17 games,
Yeah.
we're gonna finish with the best record in the fucking league.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I hear you, Perk. I hear
crazy,
you.
bro.
I hear you. But the
That's
same guy,
That's
number
crazy.
15, did the same type of double down and did a triple double.
Yeah.
And my guys didn't show up. That's the difference.
Come on.
The only difference between the two is my guys didn't show up. I did. And I went up.
This guy's a
And I
nerd.
went up.
Hey, home, we got
Yeah,
one
what up?
last question. We're still waiting on seeing if Hallie's going to be able to play with that calf. Do you think he will play, and do you think he should play?
I don't think he should, man. And I'm gonna give him the same fucking advice I did when I first started in media, I believe in 2019. KD was dealing with a calf strain, and I told KD in his face, and I went on air and said it. I said, hey, bro, you shouldn't play. It's too much going on with a fucking calf strain. And what did KD end up doing, bro? He tore his Achilles. Dog, you're playing at the highest fucking level in the NBA right now, the finals. You know who don't give a fuck about his calf? The Oklahoma City Thunder.
Right.
You know who's going to be putting him in every fucking action tonight probably, especially to start off? The Oklahoma City Thunder. So, bro, are you really helping your team if you're going out there 60, 65% when you got them dogs you going against?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, if he don't, we gonna get a story like, man, damn, man, you was the warrior, bro. You went out there, but you couldn't help the team. And I'm not hurt. I'm not sitting up here trying to, criticize him or sabotage his character and say, like he ain't hurt or something to that shit. Like, I ain't gonna never judge him and say that he's not hurt. My thing is, you got to be careful with that. But then on the other side of it, man, you don't make it to the NBA Finals often. So I get it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was on the sideline with a torn ACL, had to watch my dogs go to war in the Game 7, not knowing if I was going to ever make it back to that motherfucker. So I get it.
Man, we appreciate you joining us, man. Make sure you pull up to the arena again. Let's give you a round of applause. Appreciate you, big fella.
My nigga.
That shit was lit.
Smoke.
Give him the smoke. Where the
yeah,
smoke
you go.
at? Hit it again.
push that one, Norris, the top one. All right, now hit the other button, Norris. Hit the stop button.
I did it.
Got you.